Scotty Rock.
And I'm Nate Danger.
Danger, bud, what's going on today?
Man, today we're going to continue on talking about one of the greatest bands of all time with some of our buddies. We're talking about Kiss.
Rockin' danger, turn it louder, bang your head, feel the power, click that play, rock the thunder, the channel burns the others under. Rockin' danger, hairspray saviors, fighting truth, talking flavors every night, it's getting crazier, rock and danger, so much braver.
Oh man. Okay, we're talking about 80s Kiss, but this is like our third series of like going through some albums. What are we
Is it
doing
the
today?
third?
What?
No, this is the fourth, I think.
This is the
Fourth.
This is
Oh,
the
man.
fourth installment of this. Yeah,
Right,
we
right.
started with the 70s albums.
Oh,
We
yeah.
went, we did the one that Rick
Yeah.
couldn't stand, right? We had Unmasked and Dynasty and stuff.
Dynasty Unmasked the Elder.
And then we
Yeah.
just did
Oh,
the
that was
80s
fun.
Kiss. And now we're going to talk some other albums because look, in the comments too, people are like, what about Crazy Nights? What about Hot in the Shade? What about Revenge? So we're going to get into those albums today. But before we do it, let's go around the room and meet our guests. Returning
yeah.
champion. We'll
Ding,
start
ding.
with Mr. Ricky Ricardo Thomas here. Tell us about yourself, buddy.
Hey guys, such a pleasure to be on again. I love being on the show with you guys. It's always a blast. I'm Rick Thomas, based out of Toronto, Ontario. Singer and guitar player for a band called Leather Jacket. We just released an album recently called Teenage Venom, which thanks to people like Danger and Scotty, they really promote the hell out of this. But also got to thank Jason Reid for really pushing my band. Love that. He's actually wearing some amazing merch that I don't even have. And next month, I have a sophomore album called Get Me Rex Kramer coming out as well. So I'm really excited about that. And you can find me on Facebook. And very, very soon, you'll be able to find me actually on X as well with Leather Jacket.
Nice.
Nice.
I like
Nice
that. He's
work.
got a bootleg shirt.
Dude, I feel like it's amazing. Amazing.
That is amazing. So let's talk about Mr. They Records, Jason Reid. Tell the folks about yourself, buddy.
It is a pleasure to be back. I've been away for a little while, a little vacation, normal work craziness. But yeah, I'm Jason. Catch me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Reid World. I also have a tiny little label called They Records with my single artist so far. You guys might have heard of a little band from Saskatoon called Mad Hatter. That's right. We put out their debut album this year, and there's still some left. And I've been saying, I got a lot of people asking me, are there going to be CDs? What are the guys doing now? They're doing nothing until we sell these records because they need the money so they can get studio time to cut their second. And also, huge fan of my boy Rick's band, Leather Jacket. If you haven't checked it out on streaming services, please do. It is killer. And I'm just going to say it. Two standout tracks for me, Mr. Thomas, are the two A's, Havana Flower. And what's the other one? What's the other one?
Absolution?
So love that tune, dude.
Oh my
Big
God.
fan.
I'm
Big fan.
really, really, really flattered because Havana
No
Flower
ways.
was a ballad I wrote for my wife. And then actually, it was Mad Hatter that inspired me to rock it the hell up and make it a bit more like 1989 style. So thank you so much for pointing that out, dude. I love that. Love that.
My
I
pleasure.
feel like-
Everybody, check it out. You won't be sorry.
Thank you so much, man. Wow.
Nice. And we got Mark returning from last time. He made such a stellar appearance on the people watching the show that we had to have him back. So Mark, tell us about yourself and welcome.
Thanks, guys. Great to be back on. I'm Mark from Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. I've worked in the music industry in a wide variety of roles over the last 25 years and just looking forward to continuing the bantering and the debate on all things Kiss. Let's do it.
Yes. Yes.
Do this.
We got
Yes.
the all-star panel here, Scotty.
Whatever. When you edit this,
And we
can you
got
play-
Scotty.
Sorry, something froze there.
What'd you say, Jason?
I was going to say, when you edit this and introduce Mark, can you play the ABBA song in the background while he's talking?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, be awesome. I'm in for that.
Waterloo.
Yeah,
You'd think we were talking about the Rolling Stones tonight, but
maybe.
Mick's 83rd birthday today, so
Happy
Whoa.
birthday, Mick.
Happy birthday, Mick. 83.
Have you ever seen that somebody calls in and they get the newscaster to wish, they wanted to wish Nick, and the last name is Gurr, a happy birthday? Have you seen that?
No. What?
Oh, she's like, happy birthday, Nick Gurr. And then she's like, oh. I'm going to put that clip in there.
And happy birthday to Nick Gurr, if you're watching. Someone in chat wants me to say that. Happy birthday, Nick Gurr.
All right, we do have also honorable mentions.
Yes.
Get out of here, Nick.
Oh my God.
All right, boys, we're going to talk about Kiss. And
Do it.
the first album we're going to get into today came out in 1987. We're talking about Crazy Nights with the leadoff single, Crazy, Crazy Nights. And I want to know how you were introduced to this album, when you got it, what was your initial perception, has it changed over the time, and ultimately we're going to talk about one song that we gotta get rid of. If we were forced to get rid of one song, what's it going to be? Who's getting the axe? We'll start in that same order. Let's start with Mr. Rick Thomas. Tell us about Crazy Nights, buddy.
Okay, this was an interesting one for me. I reminded myself today about where I was in my life with this record. And the main thing is what we were talking about last time. I cannot reiterate this enough. Depending on how old you were when certain Kiss albums came out, depends on where you were with music, where you were as a teenager, as a kid growing up, it can make a huge, huge difference. The unfortunate part about Crazy Nights is being released in 87. It is the first Kiss record ever that I didn't purchase the day it came out, like since I guess Dynasty when I was a kid. Because in 1987, dude, I just moved out. You know, I'm like 17 years old or whatever. I just moved out. So I'm out of my parents' place. I'm in my own band. I'm in this band called Circus. And you're constantly at the clubs, and I'm constantly trying to get laid, and I'm constantly going dating all these girls and listening to brand new music. And I got my Poison record, and I got my Def Leppard. It was such a musical year for me for all things hair metal. Is that Kiss kind of, I can't believe I'm going to say this, kind of sort of got put to the side as just another one of the bands, because I was so focused on I was discovering Guns N' Roses, Faster Pussycat, it was taking up so much of my time. And then on top of it, when I did listen to Crazy Nights after a few days after it came out, I was so disappointed with the amount of keyboards, and Paul was still singing really high pitched like he was doing on Asylum and Animalize. So as an album, and at that time in my life, it didn't really hit very well with me. I don't want to waste too much of our time with the evening. It is one of my least favorite Kiss records because I think it's more of a Paul solo record. But I'm going to say this, the song No, 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 that guitar intro that Bruce did, to me, that's my favorite thing in the whole record. That intro to No, No, No is spectacular. But I have to remove a song, and it's going to be My Way. Very, very simple choice for me because I think this sounds like a Tampax commercial. Really, listen to the song again. Just picture these girls in slow motion, oh, I feel fresh today. The intro with the keyboards is beyond garbage for me. It's like Richard Marx on acid. No, it's like a Tampax commercial for me, and it's just, again, Paul's trying to break wine glass. I don't know why. So yeah, I'm not crazy about the record at all. Oh, I get it. Crazy Nights, crazy record. But My Way is the song I'm getting rid of, and here we go.
All
Nice.
right.
Man, okay.
Sorry, Nate. I'm so sorry, Danger.
Tell us how you really feel. I was just going to go, you're wrong.
Wrong.
I am sorry. Sorry.
Okay, one for My Way. Well, let's go on to Mr. They Records, Jason Reid. What do you think?
Okay. Well, there's two things that I was going to guarantee coming out of this show is that I was going to watch Nate Danger light on fire when people were picking his favorite songs. and I was going to make a pre-list of all the Gene songs that Scotty Rock was going to shit all over for an hour.
Yeah, we're just waiting on it.
Just wait until we get to Hot in the Shade, I bet. Anyway, for me, since Rick led How Do We Crazy Nights, I was 15 because I was 87, and I said before we hit record is that I had just enough money when I was going to the record store that day to buy, because I didn't when they came out, and I was either going to get Hysteria or I was going to get Crazy Nights. And Kiss was my favorite band, bar none, at that point. So obviously I'm going to go Crazy Nights. Or as we could kindly say, Slippery When Kiss. Because
that's genius. That is genius.
We all talked about it. That's what Kiss did to survive the 80s, right? Is they just kind of went with the trend. So what was the biggest album of 86? Slippery When Wet. What was it? It was high vocals. It was heavy fucking big hair and all that shit, and heavy keyboards. So that's what we're doing with Crazy Nights, they thought. So boom, here we are, and we got this record. Now, best song on that album, bar none, Turn on the Night. I'll fucking die on that hill. How that song didn't blow up, never know. If you go on YouTube somewhere, years ago, Bruce Kulick released, someone did something and took the keyboards out of it. Holy shit, that song is a banger without keyboards.
Oh, I'm checking that out tonight for sure. Yeah.
But for me, the song that has to go is, and I got notes because I'm very serious about my Kiss. For me, it's Bang Bang You.
No way.
And I'm going to tell you why. First, let me jump back to.
I liked you until now.
Because Danger already took the song. Because the song belongs to Danger.
The guitar at the beginning, the solo at the beginning, Eric's drums come in. If somebody could just fucking rewrite the lyrics to that, that's a great song. Because it's the lyrics that are bullshit on that tune.
On Bang Bang You or No.
No, I'm talking No. I just wanted to add that to his. So here's the thing. For Bang Bang You, are you fucking kidding me? It's not a memorable chorus, Danger. It's just fucking repetitive. It's like 19 verses of rock and roll.
It's the second best song on the album.
You're high, man. They were just chasing MTV shit, and it failed miserably. Like
you're high, man.
It's silly, it's goofy. I want to bang bang you and my love gun, and
yes,
gonna shoot you down with his love gun, baby.
With my love gun. But you might as well put a log in the fireplace while you're at it, bud.
I just wrote a song. I just wrote a song and used shooting someone with a love gun in the lyrics.
I bet you did. Yes. Okay. But no, for me, it's just it's another example of what is a pretty damn good record of them just going over chasing the trend, trying to get it on MTV. That's not the fucking song. If you want something called Bang Bang Anything, talk to Ted Poley. Then at least you can do that properly. But for me, Bang Bang gotta go.
Bang Bang nuts.
Wow. Okay. Man. Yeah, right.
Man, I can't believe it. Mark, what are you doing, buddy?
All right. Well, as I've said with the previous 3 or 4 records, every time there was a new Kiss release, it was big anticipation for me.
Yes.
And Crazy Nights came off the heels of Kiss Exposed, which we kind of got into a little bit in the last episode. So Kiss Exposed was spring of 87, and they were, I think throughout the video, they were making reference to recording Crazy Nights. And of course, Exposed, if you're a Kiss fan, was a wet dream, right?
Yeah,
so good.
All the old footage. So that just made the anticipation for me even greater. Paul and Gene gave up the reins for that one on production. Ron Nevison took over.
Yep.
And which he had just finished the 2 comeback records for Heart. And
those are big records, man.
Big records.
Yep. And in 86 he did The Ultimate Sin by Ozzy. So
whoa, that's right, dude.
Yeah. So the album overall, it has that slick, glossy production. And Jason, similar to what you said, they were going for like 1987. So Slippery When Wet's one of the biggest albums of the year.
Yep.
Also Whitesnake. 87. So I think they were going for that sheen in their production, and they succeeded. Again, like we've been talking about, lots of keyboard accents throughout the entire record, which brings it down a couple notches for me. I still like it, and it's still, I think, sonically, it still sounds good. Like it has a nice punchy production to it. So Crazy Nights, great first single. It reminded me, the first time I heard it, it reminded me of Is That You off of Unmasked.
Oh wow, I can get that. Yeah,
it has
I
that
get that too.
that poppy
The
poppy
verses. Yeah.
That's right. I'm gonna go against you here, Rick. I think Paul is the MVP on this record vocally. It just shows the strength of his vocals overall, I think. Especially I'll Fight Hell to Hold You, Turn on the Night. But like Rick, I'm yanking My Way.
Oh,
Wow, dude. Okay. That's what she said.
Walk will I walk.
And you know what? I like My Way, but for me, the keyboards on that one are just a little bit too overbearing for me, and that ruins it for me.
They're a lot too overbearing for me, but yes.
Well, it's not like Bon Jovi where there's keyboards used as if they were like a lead guitar.
Yes, that's the difference. Bon Jovi knows how to use them as a riff, like as its own riff.
Right.
You know, that's the
right.
difference.
But yeah, the keyboards completely drown out Bruce's guitar playing in that song specifically, I think.
Yeah,
And
you can. Yeah.
as ridiculous as Bang Bang You is and the lyrics,
So good.
I'll still take that over My Way.
I love that song. Bang Bang You's so good.
There you go.
So good.
Oh man.
Shooting you down with his love gun, Nate.
wow.
Oh,
Look at
man.
these guys.
Dude, even Eric Carr had to jump in on that during his drum solo. Like, it was all like keyboard pads. He kept hitting on Crazy Night. I'm like, what? Dude, maybe some Peter Criss from freaking Alive 2 for a drum solo. That's,
Yeah, right.
No, bingo, bingo, bingo. Like, what the fuck are we listening to? Anyway, sorry.
And
It got carried away. And that's one thing that I agree with Mark and especially with Jason as well earlier. Man, these are our boys. Kiss were the innovators forever, for over a decade. All the bands that we love, they were inspired and influenced by Kiss. And here they're like trying to mimic Whitesnake and Bon Jovi. That it just breaks my heart.
I don't buy that.
Wow.
Scotty!
But what? Keyboards? Suddenly keyboards? It was just a coincidence, Danger. Must have been a coincidence.
Just a coincidence.
1987. Let's
Hey,
use keyboards.
I'm just saying, there's way too many people who come out and they say that Kiss just tried to be copycats and this and that, and this album's way too keyboard and blah, blah, blah. I don't buy any of it. I think it's all just excuses, but let's hear about Scotty.
Let's see what
buddy. Oh,
Gene
man.
Simmons. Let's see
Okay.
what Gene's song's going.
I'm going to tell you guys right now, I love this album. Okay, so this came out in 87. I was in grade 7. That's how I remember sort of the age
Yes.
range I was in. Just getting into my own music. My siblings had like the older Kiss, Lick It Up, Animalize. They had Asylum. And so like I'm at the age, this is the Kiss. I went out and bought it for myself. I love the album cover. I love that blue and the black with the yellow Kiss. And I just want to point out, Danger, we talked on, because our backdrops are flipped, hey? I think it's funny that Gene and Paul are at the bottom of the album, hey, because upside down with the broken glass effect, it's really hard to see who's at the top. I think it's funny that they flipped that album cover around so they be like
so their faces are right side up.
yeah, man. Yeah, I think it's hilarious. So like obviously different from what's back here, but so I picked up this album and I love at the time the keyboards was a thing. You know, I just figured like, hey, this is a great produced record for the time, for the era. It's right on spot. I think it's funny, like on a couple of the tunes where like they're just playing on the G chord or whatever, and the keyboard's doing like dun, 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 you know what I mean? It's so bad. I think the keyboards were a little too up front. I felt a little disappointed in that to a certain degree, but I also love the production of this record. And I thought the songs are solid. Crazy Nights, man, I thought finally Kiss is getting to be fun again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like a big anthem. It's this easy, big, dumb song to sing along to. I'll Fight to Hold You is like a little ambitious, you know, with the drums kind of rolling forward. Bang Bang You, no, no, no. And I'm gonna echo Rick.
Are you kidding me?
Bruce Kulick's guitar solo at the start of that's insane. I love this record because Bruce is at his best on this planet.
Bruce is on fire.
It's finally a full record for him to play on, not just like a handful of tracks on the previous records that he did. He's all over this record. He shreds insanely. The guitar tone's amazing. And the vocals are stacked. I love how like produced the gang vocals are. Hell or High Water, even I like. When the Walls Come Down, Reason to Live. It's like this is like Kiss's era of ballads.
Reason to Live, great
record
song.
had an amazing ballad.
Yeah.
Turn on the Night. I would agree with Jason. He said, "Why wasn't this a hit?" I always thought the same thing. I'm like, this between Crazy Nights, Turn on the Night. I thought this is going to be a blow up record for Kiss. Finally, back on the scene. Didn't pan out that way. And here's something funny. Thief in the Night, man. That was on that Wendy O. Williams record that Gene Simmons produced. Yeah, and I remember that because my older sibling had it, and I thought that was weird for me to hear that because I used to a different version of it. So any of those Kiss fans out there, you know, you got to check. There's a couple unreleased Kiss covers on that record as well. But anyways, so I love this record. I thought this is Kiss for the 80s. It was era appropriate, and they're always chasing trends. And I thought the keyboard was a little too up front, and it could have been just a bit more rocking if the guitars were forward. But I'm going to cut the song I just can't deal with, man. And there's some good tracks. And I remember just coming home from school and putting this on, listening to it nonstop. But this song I always skipped, and it's My Way. I couldn't stand that shit, man.
My Way.
Yeah, man. It was like a coffee commercial. It was overly dramatic. It was just like it was trying. You know what it is? You know what it is? It's friggin' Van Hagar. They're trying to be Van Hagar with that song.
Yeah.
And it's like right here, right now. It's whatever.
Van Hagar sucks.
I know, and so does this song.
Yeah,
so why would
so
they,
does the
like,
song.
try to,
That's
like,
why the song sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're trying to
This is
mimic
trying
something
to
that sucks, it's going to suck.
It's trying to like capture like a sentiment that's just not in my soul. So
I like that you put it that way.
With me.
The verse, I picture Sylvester Stallone driving in a fast car training for a boxing match.
It would have been a great like a movie soundtrack single
For Flash,
maybe.
like a movie like Flashdance.
Yeah, or like maybe
the girl
a hit,
dancing for Flashdance with the water and doing the dance, and just put My Way in there, and it totally doesn't miss a beat.
It's definitely like
it's not rock. It's not rock and roll.
It's not very rock and roll. It's very pop dynamic or something. But anyways, I still love this record, man, and I love the cover, and Bruce is amazing all over this record. The solos are insane. I think the stuff that Gene Simmons brought to this record was better than he's kind of like stepped it up a notch, but he's only still had 2 tunes on it, you know. So
yeah.
What are you gonna do? I like that Eric Carr's kind of contributed, you know, because Gene's such a space case about bringing in some good material. So let's let the drummer write a song. Hey, that's always a good idea. Worked for CCR, didn't it?
What the hell are you talking about?
This is only out of all these albums we've done. This is only the second Paul song that Scott's kicked off.
It's gone, man. I can't handle.
I thought it was.
Paul,
I thought it was
when Paul's
his first.
bad. He's bad, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's it, man. What about you, Danger, man? Like, what's your thoughts on Crazy Nights?
Well, I think Crazy Nights is one of the greatest Kiss albums, especially non-makeup albums. Everyone knows I'm a fan of the 70s Kiss, and I will always choose that. But for the 80s offerings, I love Crazy Nights. I think this is a fantastic album. Actually, Crazy Nights is probably my favorite non-makeup Kiss song. I'll put it out there. I think that's one of the best opening tracks for any album ever. And so many people give that song a hard time. Here's the thing that I don't get. Everyone gives Kiss a hard time. Kiss is just a bunch of copycats. They're trying to do this, do that, whatever else.
For that album.
This album's got so many keyboards. Where's the keyboards? Keyboards in Crazy Nights? No. Keyboards in I'll Fight Hell to Hold You? No. Keyboards in Bang Bang You? No. Keyboards in No. No. Keyboards in Hell or High Water? Little bit. Keyboards in My Way? Oh yeah.
All of it.
But then When Your Walls Come Down, not really. Reason to Live, yeah, sure. Turn on the Night, sure. But Good Girl Gone Bad and Thief in the Night, there's no keyboards. So then the album has like 4 songs with heavy keyboard.
Half the album's keyboards.
Yeah, and you're right. It's the keyboards are so heavy, but like the ones without the keyboards are rocking tunes, man.
Yeah.
You're right. You nailed it. Yeah.
And Jason's wrong. Bang Bang You is like the second best song on this album. And
wow.
This album is solid gold except for one song. There's one song that needs to be cut, and everybody got it right except for Jason, because it has to be My Way. Now, we're wondering why we invited him.
Oh, man.
Hey, I love that song.
Man, by the time we get to Revenge, you're going to fucking hate me. So.
You know what? The first time I heard Crazy Nights, so I just had to go to a funeral and my uncle was there. My uncle's only 3 years older than me, and I'm the oldest grandchild, so like grandson. So
Wow.
I was really close with my uncle, and in 1987 he turned like 16, and he had a brand new '87 candy apple red Camaro waiting for him in the driveway when he came home on his 16th birthday, and I would go there and he'd throw me in the car with my other cousins and crank 2 albums, Crazy Nights, and his 2 favorite songs were Crazy Nights and Bang Bang You. And guess what the other album he was cranking?
The Elder?
Jason Reid will like this one. To hell with
Nice.
the
Hell with the
devil.
devil.
Oh, yes!
Man, that
yes!
record rules, man.
Yeah. So those
I love Judas Priest.
those were the 2 albums that my uncle was pumping in that '87 Camaro. So that was
The
awesome.
Sweet
Nice. That's
Brothers
awesome,
in a
dude.
Camaro.
That's my pick.
That's awesome. That's a wicked story. I
Yeah,
love that.
man.
Yeah. I'm still waiting to do somebody's channel. We could do Striper. None of you fuckers will do
Yeah.
it.
Well,
Yeah,
I was never a
down
big
with
Striper
Striper.
guy.
They should have been.
Until against the
Danger,
law.
You cut out My Law or My Way. I mean, sorry.
Yeah, my
You know,
way.
just-
We got 4 My Ways.
Yeah,
So, like,
that song is brutal.
That song is brutal. Like, why would they? They're trying for a hit. I think they're trying too hard for a hit.
So
and, it's so obvious
and
that
really
it's,
early and really early in the album too. This is like track
Yeah.
number 3 or 4.
No, like 5.
Oh, it's track number 5. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Closed outside one.
Well, I like it. I like that we got 4
I
of
like
us. Virtual
man.
high fives, guys.
Wrong.
So now in 1989, we get an album that I have a little bit of a love-hate with, and I can't wait to hear your guys' thoughts on it. We get Hot in the Shade. It's very, very bloated. It's got 15 tracks, which are kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
There's some high moments, some low moments, but I guess, Rick, when did you first get the album? What did you think of it? And fill us in on what you're going to cut.
Yeah. So it's 2 years from Crazy Nights, and talking earlier about the fact that it got a little bit thrown to the wayside because I was absorbing myself in all these amazing bands at that time. 1989 is no different.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
adding everything on top of that. But I became a fan again. So I remember buying the cassette the day it came out on my way to work and listening to it at work throughout the entire day. It was a slow day at work. I also kept saying to myself, wow, that song's not that great. Okay, how about the next one? That's a little bit weak too. How about the next one? I could keep going for hours and hours because there's so many songs in the record, like way too many in my opinion. There's about 5 too many songs. The thing about this album is very unique. Again, I agree with Nate. It's love and hate because the songs that I dig, I really, really dig. And then the songs that I don't dig, I like, what is this even doing here? And I fast forward. Like I've waited for years to hear Eric sing a song, and Little Caesar as a song is great, but I just didn't like his vocals on it, and it really broke my heart because I liked the song, didn't like his singing. The other thing about this album is so freaky is that I don't know why, but my buddy George and I, with our girlfriends, just decided let's follow Kiss around. So I saw that tour 6 different times.
Oh,
So
yes.
I saw them and we
That's
followed
awesome.
them. So we followed them all the way around. So I also got to see them play at that was the infamous 1989 show with that they were playing outdoors in Toronto at the CNE
with Whitesnake.
With Whitesnake, and Whitesnake headlined, and it freaked me out because not having Kiss headline, just I didn't get that. But number 2, seeing them outside in the daytime was way too weird for me. I'm sorry, seeing Kiss in the daytime outside it did not work for me. But anyway, I saw them 5 other times in that tour. So Montreal, Toronto, Ottawa, Syracuse, and Buffalo.
Nice.
Slaughter was opening up all of those for them. But
Wasn't
I got
it
to see
Winger too?
Saw Winger on two of the shows with the Winger. Most of them with Slaughter, and I got to see 2 of them with Little Caesar.
Yeah, Winger was the second leg of the tour.
Okay.
Yeah.
With
Little
Slaughter.
Little
with Slaughter.
Caesar, and then Slaughter, and then Kiss. That was like for the American shows that we saw. The one in Toronto was Black Crows, Faster
Nope.
Pussycat,
Oh, man.
Slaughter, I'm telling you, I was there, dude.
No, Black Crowes is with Aerosmith and Metallica and Warrant. In Toronto, it was Faster Pussycat,
I was
Slaughter,
at that one too.
Kiss,
Yeah,
and Whitesnake.
Faster Pussycat, Slaughter, Kiss, Whitesnake. And that's the infamous show where David Coverdale learned his lesson is you do not badmouth Kiss in the city of Toronto, because halfway through their fucking show, they got booed so bad that Steve Vai got off the stage. Thought he was going to have shit thrown at him. David Coverdale's just standing on stage trying to apologize. Oh, come on, people. I didn't mean that about Paul Stanley. Please come back. And everyone is just leaving. And I loved it because we were part of the people leaving and giving our middle finger up to David Coverdale. Don't badmouth Kiss, especially when you're playing with them. Let's get back to the album. So Hot in the Shade, I love it. It was a real difficult thing for me to actually get rid of. There's 2 songs I want to get rid of. And one of them, I thought for a second there, I can't do it because Danger's rules about it not being, it can't be written by someone else or a cover song.
Yeah, it can't be a cover.
I know. I thought Hide Your Heart was a cover, but Paul actually did co-write it. Yeah. Yes, he did.
It's his
Paul
song.
Paul Stanley co-wrote this song.
He was he's the primary writer on it.
Well, him and 3 other people. But the reason I'm going to not do that, I'm going to go with Boomerang. Not because of the last song on the record, but because I don't know what it is. I mean, that's like 4 songs put into one. It doesn't know what it wants to be. It just changes. And then, I don't know, Paul comes in and sings some stuff. It's a fucking mess. And it doesn't need to be on the album, especially when it's one of the 5 songs that doesn't need to be on there at all. 15 is way too many. So I would have picked Hide Your Heart because it is so overplayed. And the reason I personally don't like it is, again, my buddy George, I was so mad I missed this. Paul Stanley did a solo tour with Eric Singer on drums. He did about 12 to 13 spots before they did Hot in the Shade about 6 months later. So 6 months before Hot in the Shade came out, Paul Stanley was on a solo tour. He played Rock and Roll Heaven in Toronto, again with Eric Singer on drums. And my buddy George came back the next day and said, dude, Paul has a song that goes, hey, 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 do, 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 do. And I went, that's a very long title. He said, no, that's not the title. That's what he says. And the crowd sings back and forth. It's going to be the biggest fucking Kiss song ever. I'm like, oh, really? No. So I knew all about that. He was already playing that song on his solo tour 8 months before Hot in the Shade came out. So I didn't like that song even when it was a single. So I'm going with Boomerang. That's my choice. The redheaded stepchild that doesn't know what it wants to be.
Nice. Wow.
Boomerang. That's
a ripping tune. Why would you cut that?
End scene.
That's insane. That's cool. All right.
Interesting. Mr. Reid.
Okay. So it's 89. We're still, Bon Joviing, and we're still Def Lepparding and all the copycats that go with it. But then something happened to me that year is I was playing hockey, and I was playing with a bunch of older guys because there was 3 different years you played in that division. And one dude worked at a record store. So he brings in the cassette to play in the dressing room, and he brings in this new band. And from the opening riff, I was like, what the fuck is this? Because it was different. It wasn't polished. It wasn't slick. It was just raw up your fucking ass. And it was like, you got to listen to this band. These dudes are from Black Sabbath and Ozzy and stuff. And it was Badlands.
What? Dude.
So all I'm doing is Badlands. That whole, from the time it came out, all summer, Badlands. That's all that's in the car is just Badlands. And then in the fall, watching, just sitting, whatever much music's on, and the new Kiss videos coming out and whatever. And I'm like, because I stopped, because I wasn't searching out Kiss. That was my time not to.
Yeah.
So I kind of sit there. They're in fucking putting on makeup.
We could take the makeup off. I'll bet you we could take the makeup off and it wouldn't make any difference.
You're crazy. What do you mean, take the makeup off? You're nuts.
Oh, yeah, right.
yeah. But Rise to
How cool is that?
And for me, I'm just like, is this happening? And is this happening? And my God. And it was Rise to It. And I thought, well, fuck, I love this song. The makeup, the whole, this is happening. They're going to put the makeup on. This is going to be the greatest thing ever. And I'm going out to get the tape. And I go to get the cassette and I put it in, and it starts with that. And then comes Betrayed. And I'm like, okay, that's a great tune. And then I'm going, and like you, Rick, and I'm going, Hide Your Heart. Oh, there's radio. Okay. We go, we hit Forever. I'm like, holy shit. I love, like, we're just going, right? Like King of Hearts and Silver Spoon. I'm like, And then we get to the Gene songs, some more Gene stuff. And I'm like, oh, what's going on? And for me, it was, I could have picked several, as we all can. But for me, my one that's going to go is Cadillac Dreams.
That was on my list too.
Just chugs along with nothing. It's just
money,
no changes. There's no cheat. There's no attitude. There's no ugliest. There's no. It's just.
And there's horns, by the way.
And there's horns.
That's true. That's true.
And it's just, I mean, if you open up Webster's dictionary and go to the music section or whatever and say, what's the definition of filler? I'm sure it's Cadillac Dreams. It's just awful. So I
kicking
mean,
off
like
side
I said,
two, right?
And I think Danger, you and I were talking the other day. If I look on my Apple Music right now and I open up Hot in the Shade, it's a 10-song record because I dropped 5 out that I don't need. And if you do that,
what I said.
It is.
Then it's a good record.
Mine is a great 10-song record, but for me, Cadillac Dreams, gone.
Wow. Yeah. I can hear that for sure.
That's awesome. I like that. I'm not going to argue that one.
Cool.
I didn't cut that one, but
First
I ain't going to
time
argue
ever.
it. Like you said, there's about 5 tracks that need to be cut, so good job.
Yeah, well, I'm really going to get at you next record, though. I'm really going to hurt you. So,
man.
really going to hurt you.
It's going to hurt so bad.
Waterloo Mark, what's your feelings on this album, bud?
Well, again, as I've said every time so far, I was again anticipating this, couldn't wait for it to come out. But one of the reasons why was this would be the first Kiss album in real time that I purchased on CD after I got my first CD player.
Oh wait, in the long box?
In the long, well, actually, it was in a long box, but it wasn't. It was in the plastic long box, so I had to like cut it open.
Oh, dude,
right.
Remember those? But anyways, so very exciting that, I'm going to get 15 songs because 75 minutes or whatever it was can fit on a CD. But I quickly realized that just because you can put 75 minutes on a CD doesn't mean that you should. Much Music or the Power Hour played Hide Your Heart, I think, the week before the album came out. Yeah. And I actually liked the song. And it might have been because of the storyline of the video. I thought it was a cool, and they looked a little bit more street. They're wearing jeans and, they still looked great, but just a little bit toned down, right?
Yeah.
So 15 songs we've already talked about, way too bloated. Also, Paul and Gene took over production duties again. And in my opinion, it is the worst sounding Kiss album.
Really?
It just sounds... it sounds very brittle and tinny. And I think part of the reason is, and I'm not sure how many of the songs, but a majority of the songs they used for the final, it's their demos. They didn't they didn't re-record anything. They just overdubbed on top of the demos.
I heard that. Yeah. That's crazy, hey?
I think it suffers a little bit from that. And again, I'm not sure how many songs, but there's 2 songs for sure that Eric doesn't play on. Kevin Valentine plays on King of Hearts and Love Me to Hate You.
Oh, really?
Yep. And story about Kevin Valentine is he's the guy that ends up playing on Psycho Circus 9 years later.
Wow. Crazy.
Anton was busy.
Yep. So, and the other thing is too, again, I don't know how many, but apparently there's a drum machine used in most of the songs, so Eric doesn't play on a significant portion of the record.
Really?
What?
Yeah, I've heard that Forever is the only song that he actually plays live drums on. Everything else they used from their demos, apparently, which was a drum machine. And part of the reason for that is they were in such financial peril at that point, they were trying to cut costs on production.
Holy crap.
From what I understand.
Yeah, right.
Those are the rumors out there. So... yeah,
I still thought they were the biggest band in the world.
Well, exactly.
I know. Yeah, we're stuck in Canada.
And that said, so "Hide Your Heart" was the first single. I'm like, oh, Kiss is back. This is great. I'm not sure if "Rise to It" or "Forever" was
Rise to
order
it.
they came in?
Rise to It was number 2.
Rise to It was number 2.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't book their tour until Forever started getting airplay. And they booked their tour booked on the momentum of Forever, which would have been the 3rd single.
I know, because it was 1990 that I saw.
Yeah, me too. I saw a year after it came out.
They started the tour in the spring of 90 is when the tour started. And that said, they had Slaughter, who was on the upswing at that point.
Well, that was Paul helped them with that big time. Like he wanted to get back at Vinny. So and we know this because nobody, when they're actually doing an interview on either MTV or Much Music or, somewhere in England or something, they're not going to take their 15 to 20 minute interview and use it to bring another fucking band on. But that's what Paul did. Mm-hmm. Halfway through the interview at Much Music, Paul's like, I think I see Mark and Dana out there. Come on in, boys. And he gets them to come in and sit there. And here they are doing an interview with Paul on Much Music. Just to get back at Vinny, he gave them like full throttle, the best, like the top line as far as just anything they wanted on that tour, just to get back at Vinny. So
my point in all that though is Slaughter and Faster Pussycat helped sell tickets for the start of that tour.
Yeah.
Because it was my first Kiss CD, it was, we've talked about this before. I didn't have unlimited amounts of music in my possession at the time. I only, however many CDs, 10 CDs at that point. So I just listened to it over and over and over, almost learning to like it, right? Not necessarily, it wasn't an instant. It's like, well, I have this CD, I'm just going to keep listening to it. So that's how I got familiar with it. But Rise to It, I thought Cinderella did a better version with Falling Apart at the Seams on Long Cold
It's
Winter.
the exact same. I realized that today's the same intro. It's the same fucking
intro, yeah.
And Read My Body, I thought Def Leppard did a better job with Pour Some Sugar on Me.
Yeah.
You're
right.
Again, though,
definitely
still enjoyable. It's Kiss, so I have to like it. Oh, and Eric's debut for on vocals, good song, but that's the one that's going for me.
Little Caesar?
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Little Caesar.
Wow.
You're also gone, Mark.
It was almost
Get
like
off here.
they were throwing Eric a bone, it seemed like at that point. This is however many records in, and they're finally, I just didn't think it was a strong song.
They threw him a bone, but it's Gene doing the chorus, really.
No.
Yeah. On Little Caesar?
Dude, Gene's vocal
No,
is
that's
very
Eric singing the chorus.
That's Eric.
He just sings it like Paul Stanley.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, Eric's singing the chorus.
So the cracks, I think, are obviously showing at this point. Eric felt, I think, very isolated at that point. Him and Paul were in some kind of a rift where he wasn't talking to him like for however long, and Paul had to sit him down and said, quit your bullshit, and So for that to be Eric's kind of swan song with Kiss on record, I think kind of sad, actually.
Nothing for you, eh?
Wow.
Gets the boot.
Wow.
What gets the boot?
Crazy.
Wow, Little Caesar. Oh, wow.
What about Ain't That Peculiar? What about that one? Can we keep that one? No.
Is that a B-side?
Okay. No, Ain't That Peculiar is like Little Caesar before it was Little Caesar. I'm just fucking with.
No, but why do I know that? Like, why do I?
Because it was on the Kiss, the 5 CD box set.
Oh, the box set, right.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I like that one too. I think it's just too bad. Like, I love the live shit when you can go see the live shows and Eric's doing Black Diamond and stuff. Like, man,
right.
That boy can sing. And I have his album.
Wasted too.
Yeah, and I have his album that came out a few years back. Like, I don't mind it.
He's a good singer.
It's good shit.
One thing I do want to say about this record and the tour, though, I never saw it. Rick, you obviously saw it 6 times.
Yep.
They were back to form live.
They were so good.
They were bringing.
It's a long show. It's 2 hours, 2 hour and 15-minute show.
But they brought back a lot of their 70s stuff, like I Stole Your Love, Strutter.
Oh yeah. That's
Deuce.
why Chloe mentioned earlier tonight. She's like, I hated that tour because it was all their old shit. And she reminded me that 1990 when she saw them in Ottawa, she's like, oh my God, because that was her first time seeing Kiss. And her she's like, and my last. Because it was they played a lot of, I guess for someone like Chloe, unrecognizable stuff. It was all older material. And it's great. But again, Eric sped up a lot of those older songs and it kind of ruined it for me a bit. So
Yeah.
And the stage, I know the stage, I know they tried with what did they call the Sphinx? They called him
Leon
Sphinx. So they had the Sphinx, but can we all just talk about the fact that I hope they got sued for making that Kiss logo and making the K crooked? Like, why would you go on tour and actually put that as your stage? Like, the actual K is wrong. It's crooked.
Is it really?
Yeah. I wasn't sure if it was the K or I wasn't sure if it was the K or something up with the S's, but they brought that into the Revenge tour as well, and it just looked so.
It looks bad.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah. Really, really bad.
Well, I've got so the Hot in the Shade tour is part of that. What was that?
Kissology?
The Kissology. The three. There was like a whole bunch of different 1, 2, and 3.
Volume 3. The Detroit show is on there.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have to go back to
Paul's stupid guitar.
I'm gonna check that out.
Huh. All right, Scotty.
Overall, yeah. Sorry,
let's go.
I love the album, but too long.
It is too long.
Man. Okay,
we can all agree on that.
What was Mark's choice again? Mark's choice again was
Little Caesar.
Little Caesar.
Yeah, of course. Yes. Okay.
And someone can correct me in the comments. Like I said, I'm not sure how much Eric did or didn't play on it, but the rumors are that it was a drum machine from the demos on most of it.
I remember hearing that too, Mark, and I was always surprised. Hey, like, why would you like demo your album? You know what I mean?
I don't know. Okay. I don't know what they are, but I heard acoustic drums, whatever the fuck that is. I'm no musician, but I play a mean air guitar.
It was probably acoustic drums on a demo, but then they're like, we'll just like because you got demoitis, you can do it better.
Yeah,
sounded better.
And we know what that's like.
Yeah. Well, I've been there, man. I totally get it why they would do that, but it's also like you're kind of cutting into the production values. Okay, so for this, I'm in grade 9. It comes out. They announced the show in Saskatoon. I'm there. I'm gonna do this. Slaughter's opening, and then they cancel it. F you, Kiss. You know what I mean? Low ticket sales. I thought for sure I'm gonna finally get to see Kiss on that tour. Hey, but I was choked because I thought this is the dumbest album cover I've ever seen. For Kiss for anyone in 1987, 89, whatever year that was.
89.
This is brutal. That's the best you can do. You cut
worse than Bon Jovi New Jersey.
Yeah, man, you cut production on this, and then you cut the production on the artist. You know, like what next? There's brown M&Ms in the rider. What, you know? So okay, so here's the thing about Kiss. There's no big surprise. This could have been one of their biggest albums had they cut 5 songs off this. And I think Mark Waterloo, you're right because you're in retail. Hey, so like the CD came out. You can fit like X amount of minutes on there. Everyone started putting more songs on there to give extra value for the digital space availability.
Yeah, for CDs.
Yeah. So I don't know who started that trend. Maybe Rancid. With
Metallica. I think Justice for All was the first album that came out. It was like over 65 minutes worth of music or something.
Oh yeah,
right? It was definitely.
I remember seeing that on the.
It's still just 8 songs. It's still just 7 songs though.
Yeah,
they're like 7 minutes apiece.
Yeah,
there's only like 7 or 8 songs on Justice for All. So
I think that was a big mistake in Kiss's career. Well, yet again another misstep. Hey, like totally cut 5 songs off. This would have been a super solid record. You had Rise to It, which I thought was an awesome tune.
Great open.
I was like, why are they playing like the blues kind of slide riff? I'm like, so this must have been like when Cinderella came out with Gypsy Rose, right, or something, that record. So
Long Cold Winter.
No,
Long Cold Winter. So
yeah, but in 89, that's when they came out with Heartbreak Station, wasn't it? Or that was a 90. That was 90 for Cinderella.
It was in that. It was in that.
1988 was Long Cold Winter.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so Betrayed was good. Hide Your Heart. I love that tune, man. I love that kind of tune. That's Tommy and Gina, Against the World.
Love it.
But I preferred Ace Frehley's version for sure. Ace.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, I don't like the song, but Ace did, in my opinion, a better version of it.
Yeah, for sure. Prisoner of Love. Okay, Read My Body. Right, Love's a slap in the face. It's Getting Forever. Okay, Forever. okay, that was a huge ballad for him, but I couldn't. This is when I tuned out of Kiss. I'm like, God, another like sappy ballad from Kiss, from Paul Stanley, just groaning on.
You're nuts,
Another
man.
one.
We
What?
were playing acoustic guitars and we were doing this, and then you
I
think
know
go
we
like
were
forever.
doing the exact same thing. I get the irony, Nate.
Bruce Kulick, this is his
I thought we
greatest
could-
solo ever.
Acoustic.
I thought Matt Hatter could have done a better job
Acoustic.
than Forever. Michael Bolton, are you kidding me? And that
You're
Chinese
kidding
lobster-
me.
Yeah, I'm out. Silver Spoon was okay. Cadillac Dreams, like I never dug the horn section for Kiss. That never really like came across for me. King of Hearts, it's starting to get thick. It's starting to be a thick listen. You Love to Hate Me, Somewhere Between Heaven and Hell. I actually kind of like that tune. I know it's right at the end. Boomerang was all right, you know, like at least it ended strong. Little Caesar, I was like, now you're gonna like introduce like the third singer of Kiss, you know, like the drummer finally gets a solo after been like crying about like I can sing too, you guys, you know. But Eric Carr has an amazing voice on this record. I was like, he's somewhere between Paul and Gene, like he does the middle younger brother kind of vibe. I don't know if I would cut that, but I'm like, what's the point, you know? Like, what's next? Bruce Kulick's gonna sing a song, you know? Okay, he did.
I love Bruce.
But I just feel like Bruce and Eric didn't have any personality. Like they're good singers, and maybe the songs that they sang on were good.
Didn't Bruce sing on Carnival of Dirt?
Yes.
Yeah,
he did.
He sang a song on there, but average. You know, Ace and Peter had some personality in their voices, right? So that was like part of the character.
Peter's voice is pretty cool. I mean,
okay,
Eric's voice is
so this record, this is the one I never got. I just couldn't. It was too long. There's like too much filler. It could have been a great album. My cousin had it, so that's why I never got it, because I spent all my time with him and we just like listened to the shit out of it. Hey, so
yeah.
So
what
for me,
Gene
the
one's
song
going?
oh man. Oh, man. Okay, like I would have cut this. Like I could tell this album was self-produced, because any real producer would have came in and said no. This song's out. This is stupid.
Yep, you're right.
You guys are nuts.
And we're talking about Read My Body.
What?
Come on, what's with this little?
Really?
Yeah, man. What's with the drum, like the little like Kokomo drum, like do 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 do.
Man, there's
whatever
way
that drum
worse
fill is.
songs than that.
Yeah, but this is the song that is the worst.
Read
Come on.
my body. I'm a
Do you
little
want to
thinking
know what I'm thinking
love.
about? Do you wonder? Do
Yeah,
I want to make
it's
it
Oh,
it's
it's
catchy, don't get me wrong, but it's too much like Def Leppard for me.
That's
Too much
awesome.
like Def
Oh,
Leppard.
danger,
Too like,
danger. That's going on our road trip list.
I like that song.
It's
Me
too
so do I.
skippy, you know. Skips along too much.
I gotta admit, it's a good Paul song on that record, actually. Yeah.
Man.
I'm cutting all the good songs. This song's done, man.
Yeah, that doesn't even make sense. There's so much crap that could have been cut.
The song was crap for me, honestly. I'm not even kidding.
Wow.
This is not I'm not a fan of that tune at all.
I wouldn't
and
put
you know what
that
it is? It is that drum intro. It's like that little
that
yeah, that little like it seems so out of place for a Kiss record.
The Beach Boys beginning. Fair enough.
The boy made his choice.
I like that. Now it's stuck in my head.
And just wait, guys. More importantly, that's two Paul songs in a row from Scotty Rock.
Yeah, man.
Whoa, my God, call Ripley's.
This is
you guys always give me grief.
Yeah,
Will
the
there be
tables
a
have turned. The
Call
tables have
Ripley's.
turned.
Yeah, man.
Nate Danger.
Okay, Danger, what's going on with you, pal? What's your take on this record?
I was just like all of us. I think I was super excited when this album came out, but I'm coming off Crazy Nights, which I think is like this is a highlight for me, and I really like the beginning of this album. I like how it started. I loved when I saw the Rise to a video and they put the makeup on. I was blown away. So it was like everyone got excited. Like anyone who
The chorus
was a Kiss
is so
fan.
good. The chorus is so good. Oh.
Rise to it's a great song. And I love that they copied the Cinderella shit because I like the Cinderella song too. So that's cool. Play that. Play that funky music, white boy. Then
play them blues, white boy.
yeah. Rise to it's a great song. Betrayed, I think, was a solid offering. Hide Your Heart, I loved the video, loved the song. I'm with Scotty 100%. Prisoner of Love, I think, is a good song. I really did like Read My Body at the time. Now it's a little, I mean, it's still a good listen. I would never put this in the lower half of the album. I don't mind Love's a Slap in the Face. Nah, 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 nah. Like, I can dig that. I'm okay with it. And then Forever, I think, is the greatest ballad that Kiss ever wrote. So,
and you're probably right, Danger, but I was just like, I can't handle it.
I still love you. That's my good.
I love Forever, and I think that is Bruce is one of his greatest guitar solos.
That solo is remarkable. That solo is just amazing.
Yeah,
amazing.
It is so good, and it's such a great song. So, right until track 7, for me, I think this album is like really, really good, and then it all just falls apart. And from track 8 through 15, it's like, what? Where's the momentum? Where's the excitement? Where's the, oh my God, it's just like mediocrity after mediocrity, just like this. And it's like, these songs sound forced, like they were, I had to write a song, and it's like any idea was just thrown into a song.
Demos, they were demos.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah. Exactly.
You're right, Danger. The first 7, hey, all they had to do was put 3 more like half decent tunes which are available.
And there's 3 okay ones. So of the crap, The Street Giveth and The Street Taketh Away, I think is in that better part.
Love that song.
Yeah, that's a pretty good song. You know what's interesting? If you listen,
Gene really sings his ass off on that song. Sorry, Danger.
If you listen to King of Hearts, it sounds like Paul took from a whole bunch of songs and made a song. Like he took the verse is like Runaway by Bon Jovi. If you're listening, listen how he sings it. It's the same vocal phrasing as Runaway from Bon Jovi. This whole pattern. It's just like, so, but it's still a pretty good song. You Love Me to Hate Me. I don't mind that song. It's pretty good. Little Caesar. I'm not a big fan. Sure, it's nice to have Eric there, but I was never the biggest Eric fan either. Yeah. Boomerang. I could have cut Boomerang. I could have, but there's one song that drives me bonkers, and I can't.
Even more bonkers than Boomerang. And what is that song?
Silver Spoon.
Yeah.
Brutal.
That was on my list too.
Brutal.
You know what's better than that?
It's like Silver Spoon is so lame, and you know what? Maybe Paul was too busy watching Ricky Schroeder on, because wasn't that their sitcom show, Silver Spoon?
Yeah, Silver Spoon.
Whatever.
Yes.
And then he's like, oh, I'll write a song about Silver Spoon. Silver Spoon. Like,
it was gonna go on my list. It was gonna go on my list because the word spoon is in the title.
Yeah, it's dumb. The song title is dumb.
You know, it's fun rock and roll thing ever.
Yeah.
But think of a girl. Think of a girl on a Friday night in 1980, and you're telling them, "I want to go check out the song Silver Spoon."
Silver Spoon. I'm like, nah.
What about
it's Kenny Bean if it wasn't about like what he wrote it about? If he would have like a lyrical rewrite.
I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth.
No, I can't. I hate that song. I don't like that song at all. It's
I like it because it has gang vocal, and I'm a sucker for gang vocal.
Oh,
I know. I'm with Jason on that one.
That's true.
Yeah.
What does it sing? No, I can't even remember. I was born silver spoon.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Every time you're gonna get me. Throw a gang vocal in.
I'm with you on that one, Jason. 100%.
And you can write a good song with spoon in it, Richard. It's called Spoon Man by Soundgarden.
He got you there.
And what about Loving Spoonful?
Touche, my friend. Touche.
Yeah.
The Russian judge gives him a 9.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay. Wow. Okay. You know, that's funny. That's funny, hey, because this song has so much like B-side material that we all pick like some different tracks, you know, off this one. It's interesting.
Can we all agree though?
Could have been one of their better ones.
Can we all agree though? Commercially, Forever saved the album.
Oh, for sure.
And if Forever hadn't hit, they might not have toured because they didn't book a tour until that.
Scotty and I never even got to see the tour, which was such a big disappointment. I was so excited when they announced Kiss, and then it was like within weeks it was canceled because of low ticket sales.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mark, did you see the tour at all?
No. Like I said the last episode, the first show I saw was Tiger Stadium.
Oh, that's right.
Reunion show.
Yep.
Which you think about that because Gene, like Shannon Tweed is from Saskatoon. So to not play Saskatoon, I think that's one of the only Canadian stints where they didn't play Saskatoon. Yeah.
They canceled. They were going to play in Brandon, Manitoba on that tour after Saskatoon. That was my hometown at a 5,500 seat arena. And it was Slaughter and it was Winger.
Yeah.
And it canceled.
Oh, no.
I know, man. How disappointing. I wanted to go.
Jason, the last episode we talked about how, for me anyways, I always assumed because it's Kiss, they sold out everywhere that they played.
Everywhere they went. Yeah.
You know,
I thought the same.
And being from Northern Ontario and Sault Ste. Marie, I always thought there was never a hope in hell that they're ever going to come to Sault Ste. Marie and play. Have to go to either Toronto or Detroit. But now looking back at the stats for that tour, they were playing arenas that held less than what we had in the Sioux. So
isn't it crazy?
Yeah, and not selling out.
No,
that's crazy.
No, they were half full.
They had their markets though, like, you know, Detroit, Toronto, where they knew they could fill it. But
yeah.
Anyway,
you're right, man. Bands in that situation, just go to wherever you're popular, India or Brazil or wherever, and just play there until the tides turn. Which they did when they put out "Kiss My Ass" tribute album, and all the grunge kids were like, all
that was
grunge
great.
Bands were like, "Kiss is our favorite," and all of a sudden it's unplugged, and then it's like the reunion tour.
Remember Lenny Kravitz? He's where the
commentators in, you know.
Man, the art. We should do one on that. But I'll just say the artists that they picked for that was pure marketing genius.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For what? For the unplugged stuff?
Kiss My Ass?
No, Kiss My Ass.
Kiss My Ass.
Yeah, Kiss My Ass.
Chloe and I are huge Lenny Kravitz fans, and the fact that today Chloe's like, I really dig that song Strutter. So I can't wait till I'm done later to actually play her Lenny's version of that. So
wait, didn't Extreme do?
No, Lenny did. Extreme did Strutter.
He did Deuce.
Lenny did Deuce.
Yeah,
it was awesome. Had horns.
Nathan, what were you talking about with the album cover with Kiss My Ass?
Which?
I think Jason said something about the album cover. Anyways, okay.
Did I say something? Did I say something? I don't know. I have that album.
Awesome.
That was the only record I owned, like that I went out and bought, and I didn't even have a record player, but I have that album.
Oh, really?
What?
You got the record, or you got the record, or you got the CD?
Now I have 2 records.
Yeah. Nathan's a big fan of Toad the Wet Sprocket, so he's like.
And Kiss My Ass had red vinyl. It was a red vinyl, and we got green vinyl.
What flag do you have on it? Is yours the American flag or Canada?
No, it's the American flag on the vinyl on the record.
Ace's makeup's not on that, right?
No,
I don't think
he still owned his makeup at that time.
Didn't Garth play Hard Luck Woman on Leno with Paul and Gene?
Yeah,
Paul and Gene. Yes. No, all of them.
That was awesome.
Yep.
That was Garth Brooks had his biggest was that era.
Yeah, it was great though.
He did a great version of Hard Luck Woman. So,
oh man, he nailed that too for sure.
All right, boys, we're moving on. We're moving to the 90s. We're moving to my favorite Kiss non-makeup album. I think this is one of the greatest albums ever. Oh boy. Take that, Trevor Crash Course.
He's not a fan?
No. He says it's the worst album ever made.
Ouch.
The worst album ever made?
Yeah, that's what he says. We're talking 1992. The boys, they got rid of all the glam, the slam, poison look, and they came in. They wanted to be dirty. And Gene grew some facial hair. They had the big long leather trench coats. And Rick, what was your thoughts when you had Revenge Man? The album cover, the look, what was the perception?
Loved it. Loved every second of this. Bruce Kulick in a leather jacket. Yes, please. This was like anti-asylum.
Yeah, exactly.
It's anti-asylum in every aspect. And that's only a handful of years when you really think about it, in Kiss world. I love the look. Again, this is at a time of my life where, the band Loxley I was in, we were right at our heyday. And because of that, we had a little extra money and extra time. We didn't have to do our day jobs. So we were constantly going to concerts. And again, Revenge was one of those as well. So I saw Revenge actually. They didn't play Ottawa, but I saw it twice. I saw a Toronto show in Montreal. Both times Trickster actually opened.
Oh, nice.
Awesome. We had Trickster and Faster Pussycat. So I saw Faster Pussycat a couple of times open up for Kiss. So that I was already on fucking cloud nine. Like, dude, Trickster? What? Because the album Here had just come out like about a month earlier, and the song Rocking Horse,
Great album.
I love that
Great
song
album.
so much. And then Faster Pussycat, and this was like they had just come out with their third record. So The Body Thief, and it was raw, it was awesome. And then you have Kiss, dude. Like, but again, being in Montreal and being in Toronto, these are like Kiss capitals of the world, So the fans are just so into it. Because I read months later that the tour was not doing very well, and I was like, "The fuck you talking about?" I went to the Montreal show and the Toronto show, and it was pretty much packed at both venues, and they kicked ass. I thought they did really, really great. The staging, they finally got back to doing what they do best, which is put on a fucking great show. Because I really thought the Hot in the Shade show, hearing what Mark said a few minutes ago about the fact that they might not even have toured at that if Forever had not become a single, I am totally believing that, because when you look at that fucking stage for Hot in the Shade, it's paper mache, it's fucking used stuff. It's like they went to a goddamn, like, someone's garage sale and bought a bunch of stuff and had the roadies, like,
show?
Yes, they had, there's like fucking like vacuum tubes, and I'm looking at I'm in the audience because I saw the tour like 6 times, and by the fifth or sixth show, I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, is that put together by Scotch tape? What the fuck am I looking at? It wasn't a top of the art production. It was very like,
it was put together like the first space shuttle.
Exactly. Okay,
right.
So the show was amazing. I thought the show was amazing, and I thought this album. I mean, my God, the video for Unholy, and it had been so long that we actually, I think, the very first single ever by Kiss where Gene's singing it. Like the very first single for that record was Unholy. You have Gene singing. So I also think it's the first album ever where Gene starts off the album, because Unholy
lead
is the first
solo.
song. Yeah. That is a big thing, because by this point they've already put out like 18 to 20 records. So it took you that long just to be the first, have a Gene song as the lead off track. I thought that was really, really, really amazing.
And they did the video in the Pantera coloring, the Cowboys from Hell Pantera album coloring. It's awesome.
Again, and I dig that. But again, like I said earlier, I want my boys to be the innovators they've always been. Let's not follow the coattails of other people.
They weren't copying on the video.
Hold on. I'm a Pantera fan, and I'm telling you,
didn't look
when
like
that Vulgar Display of Power came out, and I had it the day it came out, and I had the videos for everything else. And when I saw the video for Unholy, I immediately, same director as Pantera. Oh well, it's going to be heavy looking. And there's that scene where Eric is standing and he's like hitting the floor tons. Anyway, there's so many
greatest thing ever.
Video. There's so many great lyrics in there. And Gene, I'm such a Gene fan, and I fucking love that song and love that video when it came out. Again, weird timing, because grunge was just about to start happening, and a lot of our bands that we loved were just not selling records anymore, and they weren't getting tours, and it was just a weird time for music. The transition was weird. So Revenge for me meant a lot. Like it meant a lot for me. So it's a little bit hard to take song off, but this one's not too difficult. Only for the fact that what I just reiterated a few minutes ago, stop fucking following shit. Your Kiss. And I'm going to say the song Spit needs to be removed.
It don't mean spit to me.
Because I liked it the first time around when it was a Led Zeppelin song. It's such a Led Zeppelin ripoff. Such a Led Zeppelin ripoff. And this back and forth with who's singing the song, Paul or Gene? Like, the guy delivering sandwiches to the studio? I don't know. It's a big mess. And I do not Led Zeppelin. I'm not a Zeppelin fan at all. I don't want Zeppelin in my Kiss songs, but thank you very much. And it's just way too much of a ripoff. So I'm going with Spit. But everything else in the record, I'm pretty damn cool with. So there we go.
Buddy!
Okay. Sorry.
Disappointed.
I hope you enjoyed
Disappointed.
Last time on the show with that statement.
It's Led Zeppelin. What?
It's
terrible lyrics too. Brutal.
It is amazing. I love that tune.
I love that song. It's so good. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Who doesn't want to bang a fat chick?
Chinese food that I like that you don't.
Whole lot of Rosie. Come on, everyone knows. Everyone.
Who doesn't want to be with a fat girl?
Give me Van Halen over Led Zeppelin any day.
All right. Wow.
Wow. Okay.
All right, Jason.
No spit for me.
Okay. All right. Well, I too love this record. For me, trying to pick a song on this one, it's like, how do I say that? I don't know. If you had to go to a line of Ferraris and you ended up with the slowest Ferrari, you still got a fucking Ferrari. It's pretty still fucking good, right? So here's the deal with this record for me. Same as everybody. Like watching on TV and the Unholy video comes out, and I'm like, holy shit. What? Okay. Like whatever. Go to the record store. I see the big poster on the wall that was on the inside of the CD, and again. Brandon, 40,000 people. I knew the kid at the record store. It's like, man, when you're done with that poster, we got like 10 here. The first blonde member of Kiss, whatever. Here you go.
Yeah.
So it goes up on my wall because, the black and just looking badass and shit. Now, this album, I think, could have even been bigger because Scotty said too, like grunge is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I get it. The record company calls the shots and the AR man picks the singles and all that shit and stuff. But if they just would have picked different singles, in my opinion, it might have gone a little longer, but everything happens for a reason. It did what it did, and then Unplugged came, and then we got the reunion, and we're the happiest guys, and we're probably not even friends and doing all this kind of shit. But anyway, just think that if they could have, like, let's not do the ballad, and let's not do God Gave Rock and Roll. It's kind of a cover, so you can't count that. And maybe throw in Tough Love or Heart of Chrome, and then throw in, because you already got Domino, and Take It Off has got to be in there.
Take It Off could have been a single
of 92, right? Like, Heart of Chrome, put those in as singles, and that thing is just a hard fucking driving record, right? It's good. But unfortunately, I have to kill something. And for me,
let's do it.
Danger, I just need you to take a deep breath. Deep breath, everybody. And for me, it's Paralyzed.
Don't see nothing in my eyes, man. I've been lobotomized.
No way. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And this is, now hold on. I got some notes. Now, everybody just think of this, okay? You have Unholy. You remember it after. Domino, you remember it after. Heart of Chrome, you remember it after. Take It Off, you remember it after. Paralyzed, the course doesn't stay with you after. It does not. Don't tell me it does, or you're a fucking liar.
Paralyzed. It's such a great song.
No, it's a good song but it doesn't stay with you, and then get into your head this hard record, black leather, all this shit, and for some goddamn reason, in the chorus near the end, there's fucking a little bit of keyboard in there, and why?
Why?
Why? You gotta keep those guys employed somehow.
Yeah.
I guess they got the touring keyboard player, but still, for me, it's just a couple of, when I buy the rights to this and I redo it for their records, I'm going to change the singles and do all that, but whatever. It's all good. But I mean, Unholy should have been first. They should have backed it right up with Take It Off and then move over to Heart of Chrome. And for Spit, God bless you, but I do like the original where it's supposed to be shit, but they weren't allowed to do that. So,
really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Do you also think if they had put out Every Time as a single for a ballad as a single that would have helped?
At that time,
they did.
It would have, Rick.
It would have, but they did put it out because Paul had his facial hair and whatever. Yeah. Oh, and forgot too, and they did a video for I Just Wanna. Like that thing had 4 videos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember
I Just Wanna was a good
single. They did a video for Domino. The video for Domino. Domino was a single.
I remember
and another
Unholy and I Just
video
Wanna
driving around, and there it is too for Gene. Is that Gene was so fucking lost on who he was once the makeup came off.
Yeah.
And went 10 years and then found himself as dirtbag Gene and
Yeah.
finally
Yes.
delivered a
obvious
book of work
go-to.
that is
Yeah.
just so good. I had hopes with Crazy Nights because there's good songs. My favorite Gene song on Crazy Nights is Good Girl Gone Bad. But I'm just saying, finally,
That
like
too.
a giant book, like I look like a dirtbag, and here's my dirtbag fucking songs.
And
But
it was,
not
you're
Paralyzed.
exactly right. It was like Gene is back. You felt like Gene was back.
Definitely.
The demon.
You know the danger, yeah. That's exactly what this record
But
felt
sorry,
like.
Danger. Paralyzed has to go because it's not memorable. And if you think about it right now, compared to the other ones we've been talking about, it's not memorable. Sorry.
I can't
Oh,
think
man,
of the
all I
chords.
remember
Pretty
is that
memorable.
See,
let's start
Rick say
where
right there. He goes,
they're
I
doing
can't
the
remember
drills
it.
on the wah.
I know. That's the best. I love
don't
how it
remember how it
starts.
goes.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay. Sing the first verse.
Well, I don't
Can't
know
do it.
lyrics, man.
Exactly.
Oh, no. You don't just
Exactly.
do the melody. You don't need lyrics.
It's like,
There it is.
all
See?
right.
Nope,
It's all
I'm right.
right. That's all I remember.
I rest my case, gentlemen.
You guys can't do this. Rick tried to do this to my ADD brain on the last episode, and that so doesn't count. Oh, sing this song.
Sing
Like
this song.
my brain doesn't work that
Okay.
way.
No.
Can you sing the chorus?
Yeah, well, Don is spent a night, Don is paralyzed.
So you can't. Okay,
Paralyzed.
good. Mark Waterloo, back me up.
Waterloo Mark.
It's not a memorable song,
Thank you.
Ouch, no.
but it's also not the song I'm going to take off though.
Yes.
Whoa, look at this guy.
Fair enough. Don't you say take it off either.
So-
That's a
Get
great
an
song.
invite back next week.
1992, there's all the hype that Revenge is coming out, and who's producing? Bob Ezrin.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this could either be fucking amazing, or is it going to go the route of The Elder? And
Amazing.
we wouldn't have known at the time before they released Unholy because no snippets were out there. Obviously, Eric Carr is gone at that point, and Eric Singer is in. As strong as I think this album is, I think it suffers from Eric Carr's absence. Eric Singer, though, solid drummer, and he's the perfect replacement for Eric Carr. If they're going to get anybody, it had to
And
be
Peter
him.
Chris.
He had already played with Paul anyway on that tour.
Right.
I was
That's a
never
solid
an Eric
career.
Carr guy. I was
But-
so glad when Eric Singer came in.
What I will say, so I think the album is very strong. I find the production very dry.
Yeah.
I think it's missing, like I said, that Eric Carr
Some reverb or what?
oomph to it. It just
Drums.
Eric Singer's playing I find is very stiff and calculated. And Jason, that Badlands record is one of my all-time favorite
So
album
good.
of the 80s. And you could it has the Badlands album also, I think, has that same kind of drum sound. I mean, it's Eric Singer playing, but it's dry. I don't know how else.
I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
So Unholy, the video gets released. I'm like, holy shit, they're back. Gene's back. They look tough. They look mean. This is Kiss in the 90s.
So good.
My second favorite Gene
Nate loves
song.
this.
My second favorite Gene song of all time is on this record, which is "Thou Shall Not."
Oh,
So good.
wow.
My second,
What's your first favorite, Mark?
"Not for the Innocent."
Oh, look at
Yes.
this guy. Wow,
Right.
okay.
That's right. He said that last week.
So my second favorite Gene song is on Revenge, and my two least favorite Gene songs of all time are on this record.
Oh,
One being Spit,
yep.
and the second song is the one I'm taking off the record. Domino.
There's all a domino. So
Oh my God!
Are you
Chloe just
kidding
gave
me?
me a middle finger.
Let's
Chloe
get
just
this
gave
guy
me-
off the show.
Are you taking it off because it's nasty?
ZZ Top did a better version with LaGrange.
Well, Mark,
Oh,
Mark, in the words of Crazy Nights Gene, no.
no.
I just didn't like the song when it was out as a single. I thought, oh, maybe the video will make me appreciate it more.
it's a-
Nope.
It's a Black and Blue song that he gave them like 10 years earlier.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nasty,
Nasty,
nasty.
nasty.
It's on Nasty. It's Nasty Nasty.
Oh, okay.
It's the same.
And
It's
he
the exact
produced
same
it.
song.
So,
That's
hey,
called lazy songwriting.
Okay.
Is this according to Nate's rules? Can Mark even cut this?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
because
not a
it's different
cover.
lyrics.
Oh, it's
Gene
not
wrote
a
it.
cover.
Same riff.
Yeah, it's just he took the
owns
riff.
the riff. He owns the
Yeah.
riff essentially.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, my second favorite Gene song of all time, Thou Shall Not. I think they should have released that as a single.
That should have been a single for sure.
That would have been
Yeah.
awesome. Yep.
I find that really
Wow.
surprising because so many people love Domino. I wouldn't put it as one of my high up top Kiss songs, but
No.
so my old singer for Firing at the Sky, I played in a band called Firing at the Sky. Chris Klein, we used to use his one of his tracks as our opening theme song. Anyway,
Yeah, love
played with him
that
for a long
song.
time. He's not a Kiss guy, but he thinks Domino is the greatest song that Kiss ever wrote.
Well, it's,
So-
Wow.
It's up there. It's up there, man.
yeah.
if you're not a fan of Kiss, though, it's a pretty accessible song.
Yep. Yep. It's very simplistic, very catchy.
Anyway, so and then the tour, we all know what happened. It was cut short due to low ticket sales, but like you said, Rick, they were on fire on that tour. The stage production was fantastic. Just that metallic
Because
metallic
it
look-
actually near the
metallic
end
look to
it changed into a different stage. That entire
That's right.
Statue of Liberty becomes that skeleton at the
That's
end.
right. That's right.
And you know me,
Cool, man.
we're Van Halen fans. So having all the speakers and even speakers in the fucking lighting rig was such a
That's right.
Van Halen move. I love that.
And the set list for that tour was really good as well. They brought back Parasite, Watching
Chloe
You.
Chloe is so convinced that Steve Brown wasn't playing guitar. She said when she was at that show in Montreal or Toronto, whatever, she said, I saw guys behind the curtain playing guitar when Trickster was on stage. And I was like, maybe they were tuning guitars. Nope. Somebody was playing guitar for him.
Oh, I don't know about
She said
that.
two people.
I
She
don't
said
know.
she's so convinced that there was a guitar and bass player filling in for them behind the scenes. And I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Sorry, Chloe. Anyway,
Awesome.
so yeah, Domino gone.
Domino. Wow.
Wow.
That was a big
Wow.
surprise. Man,
Big
that
one.
is a big surprise.
Did not see
Scotty,
that coming.
Okay, man. Well, hey. Yeah, man. This record kicks ass. Let's not deny that. Kiss is coming off of the 80s into the 90s. They're coming back heavier than ever. Bob Ezrin. I keep telling you guys, Bob Ezrin's the secret. I'd love to have him on the show. This guy knows a bunch about writing songs, man. He knows, like,
Yep.
I could just imagine him sitting them down and say, we're going to make a Kiss record. No, we're not going to follow trends. You're just going to straight up Kiss record. For every Gene Simmons song that's on this record is probably compiled from like 5-7 other songs that Gene submitted, right?
Yeah.
I feel like Bob Ezrin has a good ear for the hook and the riff and everything. And he always comes across as like writing the right songs for the band. Anyways, man, so when this came out in high school, I remember racing home after school. I bought this, I threw it in, I loved it. I remember going to Danger's house back in high school, and we would skip school and watch the Unholy video over and over. And he's like,
Yeah.
Gene was so badass, man. You're right. If they would have been like this for Hot in the Shade, for Crazy Nights, it would have been like, just be Kiss, right?
yeah.
It always pays off. Just be Kiss. Write the best Kiss songs you can be. And just like the production on this is insane. The guitars rip. The drums are thunderous, you know. And hey, I gotta remind you guys, this is coming off Smashes, Thrashes, and Hits, right? And so after all those records, they did the greatest hits, Smashes, Thrashes, and I'm like re-loving like Tears Are Falling, and like why would they change the drum sound for I Love It Loud, you know, to downsize it so it fits that record.
Yeah.
And those two, I put Dex and Sex and
Rock Hard, buddy.
Yeah, Rock Hard. I was
So
like, oh,
good.
man.
It's
No,
so
man,
good.
I was like, this is brutal. It was so sexy of Kiss. So this record was like a return to like what I think Kiss is. The Dangerous Gene Simmons songs. Production was amazing. God Gave Rock and Roll to You. I hated that song. I didn't like the movie.
You're a
I
loser.
didn't like it was on Bill and Ted.
I still do.
didn't like that. It was
I
just
still
like
do.
yeah, it was a big single for the soundtrack, and they tried to carry it into the album. I get that, like they rewrote the verse to be more like Kiss, inspirational. I get that part. Their love of rock and roll. Rock and roll saves everything. You know, I get that part. But I couldn't handle the song, even though I enjoy it now. Now I think I like it more than I ever did.
It was very Destroyer-esque. It's something you would have heard on Destroyer.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Because like all those like steps, you know, that was like 7 more notes than Kiss is used to playing, right? So
I haven't heard the original. Didn't they rearrange it?
No, they just took the chorus.
They
They just
rewrote
took
the
the
verses.
chorus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they just took the chorus. Yeah, essentially.
Every time I
look
heard
at
the
you,
first time I heard it was
one of the
Bill and
best
Ted adventure movie.
Yeah, that was a crappy movie too. I'm always skeptical.
That was a crappy movie, but that
tie-ins.
song is fantastic.
part
I
of the
can't
movie, yeah.
believe you said it's no good.
I know, hey. Every time I look at you, it's like one of the better ballads. I think I prefer my personal.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
Forever. And I love how you sing and like the way the guitar works around. There's no keyboard. Well, there's.
Can I get this off?
Yeah. What's your nipple?
No,
There's
just.
so every time I look at you, I think it's a great tune, man. I think that's a slow dance at a wedding. You know, it should have been a big hit for him. But I'm surprised it wasn't because the drums come in kind of weak on that. Paralyzed. Who said they were going to kick that off? Was that Jason?
Jason.
You're out. You're out, bud. You're kicked off. Okay. Paralyzed is rad the way that comes in.
No,
Hey, that guitar.
it's
like,
not.
boom.
And that's all you remember. That's it.
Well, yeah,
That's all you remember.
it's a typical Gene tune, but like I just want to. I just want to. I thought that was super catchy and like super fun, and maybe it would have been a better on Smashes, Thrashes, and Hits. I almost wanted to cut this one, except for that insane like a cappella scenario that they throw in at the middle. It's like, what's going on there? That's amazing.
Very
That almost got cut,
Beatles
man.
breakdown.
Yeah. Okay, so for this record, I love it, man. There's so many things I loved about this record. I thought Kiss is back. It's always going to be like this. It's going to be like these guys, this sound, this record forward. They figured it out how to be Kiss again, right? I was so disappointed when everything came afterwards. But I would say cut out Car Jam if I could. I know it's from the Elder, and I know it's on Ace Frehley's record, okay?
It's instrumental, though.
It's instrumental. You can't cut it.
It's instrumental. Still can't cut it. And I know like Bruce dropped in and played all Ace's bits on there, but I get like the crossover. So you know what I mean? It was like, that was a weird one. Don't even put it on. Like
That's just an ad though, because he was dead.
Dead.
Yeah. No, I got.
And the riff is Breakout, right? From that?
Yeah. Breakout. Ace Frehley did it on one of his albums, and that was from like the Elder era of, could have been on the Elder. Anyways, so the song I'm gonna cut, and this is tough, is Tough Love. Yeah, I said it.
Whoa.
Okay. Okay, here's the thing, man. That's something like Nate and I would have written in grade like 9 or 10, hey? Like that riff, like tough, love.
Well, you should have wrote it. It's a great song.
We should have wrote it. It is a great song. But this is the case where like all the songs I think are great on this record. I wouldn't cut any of them if I had to. But since we're doing this, it's got to be Tough Love, man. I think that for me is the weakest track of the album.
Wow.
Other than Car Jam 81, I get why they put it on. And I almost want to cut I Just Wanna. I know it was a single, but like that middle bit was so insane. I love it. So I couldn't.
I love that.
Finally, Gene pulls through. I got you, Gene. I know I give you a hard time. It's because I love you. I know you can do better.
This is awesome.
Shows that. Yeah, man. Tough love. Tough love. That's the one I cut. So
it's Tough Love.
That's crazy.
This is Tough Love.
Yeah. Okay, Danger, what about you, bud? I know I rambled on there, but I was like, I love this record so much.
I do. I love this record, and even though you guys all, Scotty, you badmouth is my favorite songs. Look at it got me crying. I'm tearing up.
Empathy.
No, I swallowed something the wrong way.
That's what she said.
Swallowed your tears.
Yeah, I'm choking on my own spit. So I ain't cutting spit. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, right.
It's a great.
I remember you singing that in your car in that blue tempo all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great album title.
This whole album, I was so excited when it came out. I'm still excited about this album today. I think it's underappreciated. I think it's underrated. I think God Gave Rock and Roll to You Too is one of the best songs ever. I love that song.
Are you out of your fucking what?
I love the whole breakdown. The God gave rock and roll to everyone. He gave his son to be so.
That's not Kiss.
Even my dog is rolling her eyes.
So good. I don't want to say I wasn't an Eric Carr guy. I was a Peter Criss guy. Eric Carr, okay, he filled the boots. That's about it for me. I don't care for his drumming style. Eric Singer comes in. Love Eric Singer. I was so excited about seeing a blonde dude when he got up on his drums and he's standing there and he's and it's just like, this is the greatest thing. And he does a ton of Bette Midlers, right? Bette Midler all the time. Bette Midler. Everything he does. How many Bette Midlers does he do in Domino, right? Like, it's just constantly. Well, he does. And this album has probably one of my very, very favorite Kiss songs. I'm going to say the best song on this album, for me, the best song, Heart of Chrome. Heart of Chrome. Whoa. Vinnie Vincent is back in the mix. He's writing with these boys again. And he's got a co-write on a Heart of Chrome, and I think a co-write on what? I think maybe Paralyzed too. Right?
Now you mean non-makeup, like of all the non-makeup Kiss, that's what you mean, like one of the better Kiss songs, or you mean just in the entire Kiss discography?
I just mean in their discography. I think Heart of Chrome is a phenomenal song. This is my favorite non-Kiss, like non-makeup album.
Yeah. Hands down. But is it your favorite song on the record per se?
This is Heart of Chrome's my favorite song on this record. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
I only think there's one song that needs to be cut, and I think it's the crappiest ballad ever. And I'm gonna cut Every Time I Look at You.
Every time I look at
I think that song sucks.
What is it about that? What is it specific about that song that doesn't do it?
It's not a good ballad.
Nathan doesn't like the slow dance.
Have you listened to Day After Day by Mad Hatter? That's a way better ballad. Like, it's not a good ballad.
I love how humble you are.
Well, it's not.
There's no humbleness here, man. It's our house. Yeah.
That's not a good ballad. It's just, it was like.
I can sing you the chorus, though. I can sing you the chorus.
Okay, hang on. Dangerous. I get Dangerous where he's coming from because he loves Forever so much, and every time I look at you, it's like understated chorus. You know, it doesn't have the big explosion of vocal lift. You know, where it goes into the key change.
It's just
every time
boring.
I look at you, it's like a gentle. It's just like a strummer. I liked it because it didn't have all that extra stuff. You know.
You know,
it's No Alone Again.
Even better on Unplugged.
It's No Alone Again.
Think about it like this.
That's genius.
92 comes out, Kiss is back, heavier than ever, look good, sound good, whatever. Maybe that song doesn't belong on that. Ballad doesn't need to be on this record.
It's just not a good ballad. Kiss, they have better ballads than that. That's just not a good song.
I was so proud of Paul.
It was on Unplugged too.
I thought Paul did a great job on that song personally.
I don't see Forever on the Unplugged album, by the way. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's the only track I skip on this album. Yeah, I don't listen to it.
I skip Paralyzed and God Gave Rock and Roll to You too, and Car Jam.
Yeah, definitely. God Gave Rock and Roll to You.
Way better when Ace does it, though. Sorry, Bruce.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I get the crossover.
Danger. Can I ask you what you think of Take It Off?
Greatest song.
Take It Off is like the greatest stripper anthem of all time. I wish I would have wrote it.
So, right? But do you think God Gave Rock and Roll to You is a better song than Take It Off?
Yeah, as a song. Oh yeah.
No, it's not theirs anyway.
The chorus isn't theirs.
It's just the chorus. It's the
Everything
verse.
else is
That
theirs.
song, it's got to be all about the verse. And Kiss does a good job of like pledging allegiance to rock and roll.
Yeah, I like when Gene and Paul do their.
I found some like common vocal thing. I was gonna say this record is awesome because there's more of that where vocal Paul and Gene are doing like the sharing a song a little bit. You know,
I like that.
That's their strength. They should do more of that. Yeah. Bob Ezra
you
knows
just-
that too, by the way. That's why it's on this record.
Scotty, you just really pointed that out. This is, and I'm realizing it myself fully after going through this with you guys tonight. This is when you had Gene come back as equal partner in songwriting as Paul for the first time in many albums. Like for the first time probably since Lick It Up, Gene and Paul are both, the two of them as songwriters are really giving it all for Kiss. And I didn't get that from Gene on Crazy Nights. I didn't get it from him on Animalize. I didn't get it from him on Asylum. I didn't really get it from him at all on Hot in the Shade. But this album, this is a Kiss record because it's, let's face it, there was never going to be a Peter or Ace after this point. They're long gone. There's no reunion happening. We're just focusing on Kiss and the two original members. I think Gene was as equalized, if not more, than Paul for the first time in like 15 years.
Wasn't Domino the second single?
Yes.
No.
So
Yeah.
both the first two singles were Gene songs.
No, Domino was the second single.
No, I Just Wanna was the second single. Because
Are you sure? I thought Domino
Unholy
was the
and I
second
Just
single.
I don't think so.
Unholy and I Just Wanna came out within like a month and a half of each other.
So
Technically, God Gave Rock and Roll to You was the first single because it came out with the movie, which predated the.
Right. Yeah, but we won't talk about that because it came out with the movie. Sure, they just added it to this album.
And then Unholy,
is the first official single. I think Domino was the second one.
I remember I Just Wanna coming out shortly after seeing the video, thinking, "Wow, they really put these back to back." Like there wasn't a lot of time in between.
But the point is that there's two Gene songs as the four singles, and that is unheard of.
And
so
the album,
that's
it's
another
right
little
here.
revenge. So
Album
that's what I'm
intro,
saying to
too.
Scotty. I agree with Scotty. It's very equalized record because finally we had Gene.
Domino was the second single.
It was July 92.
Yeah.
And
so both
Then I Just Wanna.
The first song on the album. The first
When
song
did
on the
I Just
album
Wanna
is usually
come
a
out?
Paul Stanley song, right? So this one's it starts with a Gene tune, kick off
Yeah.
the album.
So your order goes God Gave Rock and Roll to You, then Unholy, then Domino, then I Just Wanna, then Every Time I Look at You.
What are the dates? What are the release dates for those for the Unholy and
May 4th, 92, July 92, October 92.
I Just
And
Wanna
every-
is October 92?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
knew it was
Every
third.
Time I Look
Yeah.
at You was only an international release. It wasn't
Yeah.
released in North America.
Right.
No,
That's
because no
right.
one
It
slow
was-
dances in North America.
No, because it was no good.
Yeah.
Well, because we didn't need
It wasn't forever. I'll give you that, but it is.
No, it's
great
not.
tune. No.
And it wasn't as good
It
as
wasn't
half
the
the
ballad.
ballads that were coming out by all the banger bands at that time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and agree with Danger. You are convincing me it's not as good as I think it is. I agree with you. No, I'm serious.
Every time I look at you, it's easy to see.
I like it. It means a lot to me right then. But the thing is, Nate just said something. There's so many great ballads that are already out at that point in life in '92. So comparable, yeah. And plus, Forever from the album before was such a stellar ballad. So
There's no way you can repeat that, hey. So whatever ballad they would have put on this,
Kiss's biggest singles always end up being ballads. Beth and Forever.
yeah.
All right. Okay,
Okay,
boys.
man.
Well,
Oh, that was fun.
that was fun. It was a blast. I want to say thank you to everyone for taking some time coming to have these chats with us. Sorry that you hurt my feelings. I hope I got to repay some of that to you. You'll have trouble sleeping tonight. No, it was always a blast. And you know what? We're good.
Absolutely.
Happy to have you guys here. Thank you very much. Glad you could
We
make it work.
love this band so much, man, and it really shows with all five of us.
I can't wait for the next one where we talk Sonic Boom and Monster.
Yeah, we'll do a suck versus suck where we can go track for track.
It'd be
Track
like,
for
what
track
song
on
would you
each album.
keep? We'll change it to be like, what song would you keep?
No, you gotta go track for track. So 1 against 1, 2 against 2. You go through the whole album. That'll be a good episode to do with those two albums, especially now that Paul Stanley puts Sonic Boom as one of his top 5 Kiss albums of all time. So
That's wild.
he must really like Say Yeah.
That is a good tune, man. That's like
It is a
one
good
of their-
tune.
Yeah.
No,
a good
it's
tune.
not.
Oh no, it is. It's perfect for Kiss.
It's not.
Jason's gonna be excited to be invited back for that episode.
I saw that tour, and you know what happened to me on that tour.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
He's not a big fan of other people wearing Ace's makeup.
I am not. Here.
I hear you on that one.
No cheater, Chris. No fake Freely. No.
Fake Freely.
And
That's
here,
genius.
I'll tell you, this is the day. This is the day that they lost me. Even though I went to two reunion or two final shows, I did because I had to. It's our principle.
God, baby.
Winnipeg Arena Sonic Boom tour, and I'm going to leave with this because then I got to go. Is Paul Stanley sitting there? Now we're going to turn the mic over to the spaceman. Shock me. And Tommy there just shock me. I'm like, the fuck. There's certain songs you don't
introduce it like that, right? Yeah. Everyone knows he's not the spaceman.
Wow,
man.
The spaceman?
All right. Well, I can't wait to have you back.
We'll be back. I wouldn't even mind doing one on talking how epic the Unplugged record was. That could be a
I was not a fan.
That's such a great album.
Well, you don't need to join us. That'll be on Reid in Danger on our show.
I was out on that record, man. Kiss Unplugged with I was
so good. Anyway.
All right, boys. Well, thanks again. And on that note, rock and danger. Ow!
Rock and danger. Turn it louder.
Yeah, man. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll change your life, 1 month at a time. We're like your very favorite,
I can't wait. Keep going.
He's struggling. He's looking for it.
He's like, I'm struggling. Keep on rocking in the free world while it's still free.
You know what I should do? I should put like a montage of me every time going and then Ace Freely doing his laugh.
And they got guns.
You have to, man. That's hilarious.